Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning. Commodity TV here out of our studios in Switzerland in Herisau. And with me here is now Brent, Charleton, the CEO of EnWave Corporation out of Vancouver. And yeah, we are really happy to have him again here in front of the camera because a lot of good things happened with the company. Brent, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for taking time. Great to have you here. And first of all, really congratulations on your deal last Friday. Maybe you want to elaborate a little bit on that because I think that's another game changer for the company, right?
Yeah, thanks so much. We've been putting a significant amount of effort into developing our presence in the cannabis space. And our deal that we announced last Friday with Aurora truly is a milestone in our company.
Absolutely.
It provides us with significant credibility on the heels of deals that we had already done with Tilray and with the Green Organic Dutchman.
Fantastic. So I think Aurora also invested money into your company, right? I mean, that's a big sign of confidence.
Correct. So the global partnership and relationship that we are fostering with Aurora has several different aspects to it. The first is that they signed a sub-license through the Tilray master license in Canada to acquire machinery for production at their Aurora Sky and Aurora Sun facilities. Second, they signed a master license for the continent of Europe ex-Portugal to place REV machinery at their facilities, both owned directly by the parent and also prospectively at their subsidiary companies, with options also to potentially place REV machinery in South America and Australia. But it doesn't stop there. We also negotiated an intellectual property agreement, which I think is a really strong foundation to the relationship in that we will jointly develop cannabis-related intellectual property that ties into our patented vacuum microwave technology to hopefully become the true gold standard in the industry.
Yeah.
And then, as you mentioned, to wrap it all up and solidify the ongoing economic interest alignment is the strategic investment through a stock swap, $10 million worth. So our intention, which we made very apparent to Aurora, was to monetize the stock that we received through that transaction, which we have done. So there is no risk in holding the stock good or bad moving forward.
And you have the money in the bank, right?
Money is in the bank, yes.
How much money do you have in the bank now?
Over 20 million.
Wow.
20 million.
No debt still.
No debt on the balance sheet.
Very healthy, I would say.
Yes. And then, of course, Aurora, with their intentions to hold their position in EnWave as a strategic investment, again, is fantastic.
Super. Yeah. And with that came also, I think, some orders for machines to dry cannabis. Maybe you can say something to that. And what does it mean, like, if you have like 60 kilowatt or 120 or even more? How much can you dry per hour or per day, or what is the capacity and how does it work?
Absolutely. So with the Aurora transaction, they immediately purchased two 120 kilowatt rated power machines.
Those are large ones, right?
They are, and typically we'll sell those for over 2 million Canadian dollars.
Super.
They also purchased a smaller 10 kilowatt unit for continued research and development purposes, the intellectual property agreement we have. And then also within 60 days, their intention is to purchase a third $2 million 120 kilowatt unit for placement at their Aurora Nordic facilities. So we hope to confirm that relatively soon.
Yeah.
In regards to the capabilities of our machinery, so far the 60 kilowatt and the 120 kilowatt sizes have been the choices. A 60 kilowatt unit will produce about 20 metric tons of finished product per annum, running a single 8-hour shift, 250 days per year. So easily, if they run 2 or 3 shifts, it's 2 or 3x in terms of that production possibility. And the royalties that we're collecting from our licensed partners in the cannabis space typically is around a few pennies or so.
Okay.
Per gram.
Super. Per gram. Yeah, okay. That's important. So that means if I do my mathematics, we talk about easy 6-digit royalty income per machine per year.
Well, easy so long as they use the machinery,
of course,
which is their intention.
Well, that's,
but certainly, the possibility is quite attractive to us in that we talk about 20 metric tons on the 60, 40 metric tons, running one shift on the 120. That's $200,000 or $400,000 in prospective royalty revenue. Obviously, the intention is to maximize utilization on those machines. Again, prospectively up to over $1 million on the 120 kilowatt if they really use that apparatus.
Yeah, fantastic. And I think also the Green Organic Dutchman is using your machinery. Tilray is using. So it looks like that you are really wrapping up now the cannabis industry with that.
Yeah,
it looks like.
They've committed to the machinery. They've placed purchase orders, deposits, and we're building those machines now. All of the machines on order, of which include 2 60 kilowatts for Tilray, 160 kilowatt and 3 120 kilowatts for T-God, and aforementioned 2 120 kilowatts that are confirmed with Aurora, should all be installed before the end of this calendar year. So as we move into fiscal 2020, Q2, Q3, Q4,
which starts at 1st October this year, right?
Yeah, correct. So exactly, September year end, we should see those royalties coming on from the cannabis space, which will complement the royalties that we are already receiving from diversified food verticals.
So I would say the perspectives look quite good for future royalty income, right? Out of that.
Yes.
That's a new revenue stream for you.
It is obviously from the cannabis space, but as a company, it has always been our goal to develop a massive diversified royalty portfolio and then continue to sell machines at a profit so that those royalty streams can build and obviously, hopefully, go to the bottom line. And we'd all like to disperse that value to our shareholders in the future in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah, definitely. Great thing you said just that you want to diversify, you want to do as much as possible and sell as many machines as possible, of course. So let's move a little bit away from the cannabis sector because maybe somebody gets the impression, oh, they only do cannabis. It's a one-way thing, yeah? No, of course not, because you have also the NutraDried section with Moon Cheese, yeah? And I think this is also going extremely well, right?
Exactly. So if we look at the history of the company, our technology has only really been commercial for the past 4.5 to 5 years, and that was stimulated by the decision of our management to start a subsidiary company utilizing our technology at scale to prove its reliability. And that was NutraDried Food Co., where we launched a all-natural cheese snack product to the market, branded Moon Cheese.
Which, by the way, tastes outstanding. I'm totally addicted to it.
It is a fantastic product, and many think so, thankfully. So sales, were burgeoning, a couple 100,000 the first year and then a few million. And, as we continually invested into that business, we did 16.8 million top line in fiscal 2018 with approximately a 30% EBITDA margin. And so our target for fiscal 2019 is to grow that business into, 20, 25 million top line on a conservative basis. And then continue that trajectory towards the 50 to 60 million top line mark. And along the way, certainly we've been capturing the attention from some of the larger CPG snacking companies. And as a non-core asset of EnWave, there's the potential for spinning that out, dividending it out to our shareholders or divesting it to acquire, significant cash back to, again, disperse to the shareholders.
That's good. I love to hear that. I'm a shareholder. Super. So that means on the one hand, cannabis is, let's say, the very near-term future new market, a great market for you guys. NutraDried is really on the run. What's going on in your other segments? I saw names in your presentation like Bonduelle, for example. I saw Costco, Starbucks, Gailey, etc., etc. So maybe you can give us a bit of an overview what else is going on, because your machine sales went up significantly the last 12 to 18 months, as I would say. Correct, yeah. And to me, I have the impression now the market has not only accepted your technology, the market really starts to use heavily your technology now.
Yeah, they're embracing our technology, certainly. And so when I look at our company as an investment case, you've got this branded snacking entity, which, emerged from proof of concept to being something significant. Yeah. And not often do you get the opportunity to invest in a company like that. Second component in the cannabis industry that we're addressing, that was sort of serendipitous in that we had focused on fruits and vegetables and dairy products and meat products and knew we could dry organic material like cannabis, but never imagined it would be fully legalized in Canada and present this massive opportunity. So the foundation of our business is diversified through dairy, through meat, through herb and spice, through fruit and vegetable applications. We have 27 commercial licensees of this technology, and the majority of which are food companies. So the third component to the investment case in EnWave is this massive basket of options, I'd say, with different companies commercializing the technology. And as their products become more and more successful, repeat purchase orders are likely, and royalty streams will grow. So some of the more notable transactions that we've completed in the past 12 months include Arla Foods, the 7th largest dairy company globally, based in Denmark.
Which we know very well also in Germany.
Right. Friesen Campina, more recently, the 6th largest dairy company based in the Netherlands. Our project with Bonduelle, a very well-known frozen vegetable and canned vegetable producer, is advancing very well. We're hoping to actually solidify an order for the largest machine we've ever built, 400 kilowatts by the end of September.
Great.
We have an ongoing successful collaboration with the U.S. Armed Forces to improve military
you had some
rations.
good news yesterday, right?
A second machine that they purchased, so that's moving along quite nicely. And then we have some of our more longer-standing licensees in Milne Fruit Products, which is a B2B fruit ingredient company, ordered their third large-scale machine earlier this year. So, you know, we're sort of firing all cylinders right now. Everyone on our team is playing their role and doing a fabulous job. So it's a really fun time to be part of EnWave.
Fantastic. Well, absolutely. I agree 100%. We got also from some of our viewers questions concerning like, is the company this year then profitable? My feeling is, I think you have a very good chance to achieve that on the one hand. And on the other hand, we got questions like, how do they handle now this massive growth? Do they have the team for it? Can you build 20, 30 machines per year? Have you, let's say, put everything in place that you are ready to satisfy the market if it comes that heavily to you?
Yes, so we're preparing,
in the positive way.
Correct. Yeah. So first of all, this is a great challenge to embrace. Our fabrication pipeline is robust at this moment, and so we're preparing through communicating with our key suppliers to take on the onus of fabricating a large amount of the components for our machinery. So we currently outsource about 90% of the components, and then we act as master assemblers, installers, and the author of the PLC computer code to efficiently distribute the microwave energy throughout the vacuum environment within our machines. So we're also investing in human resources. Recently hired several talented electrical and mechanical engineers to complement our staff. On the business development side, we've also added some people on the marketing side as well, finance. So we are preparing for growth, and we are well capitalized to do so. And so, I think we're more than capable of delivering the 20 to 30 machines that you mentioned. Yeah.
Last question. And I know it's a forward-looking statement, so please pay attention to that, and I hope that you can answer that. What do you think conservatively is possible for your fiscal year now, ending 30 September, how many machines you can sell? Yeah. And what, let's say, is like, in a better case, what do you think is achievable?
Okay, so thus far, we've confirmed 6 large-scale machines this fiscal year. I think going beyond 10 is not unlikely. But let's talk about the targets that we've been consistent in providing to the market. So we have the 3 revenue segments: machine sales, royalty revenue, and NutraDried Food Co. with Munchie sales. So we are providing targets of north of 10 million Canadian for machine sales, north of 1 million for royalties, and north of, call it 20, 25 million for NutraDried Food Co. When you add those up, you're looking at over 35 million. We did 22.8 million in fiscal 2018, so that is good growth. However, I think we can potentially do more than that, considering the recent successes that we've announced.
Super. That's already a growth rate of 50% if my mathematics is correct. I love that.
Well, it's again, we're pleased with the progress that our teams are making. So truly, it's now about execution and ensuring the machines that are on order are delivered in a timely fashion, turned on, and start to generate those royalties.
Yeah. And the products for your customers, of course.
Absolutely.
Super.
Yeah.
Brent, thank you very much. I would say
welcome.
keep it going. Go on full throttle and produce more munchies. And we need to have that in Europe soon, because I know a lot of people here who love that stuff.
We'd love to have it in Europe.
Great. Thank you very much, Brent. All the best.
Cheers.
Thank you. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there was Brent Charleton, the CEO of EnWave Corporation out of Vancouver. And you heard it. The company is on fire, I would call it. They are running on full throttle. The cannabis deal with Aurora on last Friday, I think this is a very new dimension now for the company. The base work, the basis of the company with fruit, vegetables, meat, also with munchies or NutraDried is working very, very solidly. And also we have the feeling that this company will grow at the pace of around 40 to 50% per annum for the next years. It looks really, really good. Over 20 million in the bank, no debt. That's what we like, you know that. And I think it's really worth to check out the company. So thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.